Hello and welcome back to Galactic Reviews, and we watched Beekeeper this week. So, or The
It's
Beekeeper.
the beekeeper, not beekeeper. It's
Beekeeper.
the beekeeper.
The Beekeeper.
Yep,
Respect on
be
the name.
specific. Yep.
Respect the Beekeeper. Put some respect on my name. Okay. When I went to go watch this film, I was not expecting a whole lot. I was expecting a mid-range sort of action, violence movie, like not a lot. Like I wasn't expecting a whole lot. And this one thoroughly surprised me. It was one of the most enjoyable movies I've gone to in I'd say at least a couple years. This is definitely my favorite film of this year so far. That's I know it's not saying a lot, but it's definitely my favorite film so far this year. Going coming out of theaters and everything. Um I liked the casting. I thought the direction was good. I thought the plot made sense. I thought a lot of the stuff was very well done. It was very well thought out. The fighting stuff, especially, was well thought out. Yeah, I got very little to no complaints on this film. I'm gonna go ahead and start it out. I'm gonna give this a 9.5. I'm pretty sure you guys aren't gonna rank it anywhere near that high, judging by just your smiling reactions to what I'm saying.
I'm just mostly surprised you're ranking it so high. To me,
It was the
that's
most
uncommon. That's uncommon for you.
because I enjoyed this movie and couldn't stop smiling the whole time.
Okay.
Like it was so good. One of my favorite parts is when the one guy is like has like his fingers cut off and he's like crying and whimpering, and then it just cuts really quickly to the guy in the chair with the that's listening to the reverberations of like crystal bowls and stuff. That was the funniest thing. That edit was awesome.
Yep.
So, but yeah, 9.5 out of 10. I'm probably in the minority on this one, but I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Couldn't get enough of it. Definitely buying the DVD as soon as it comes out, which Andrew's already kind of said to me is kind of a problem, but
No.
Problem to buy a DVD or
no, to start collecting them. And
No. I just don't do it.
to to collect movies? Is that what it's?
well, yeah, he said don't have like a specific room to collect movie collection.
Dude, I have a wall that I use to collect stuff, so it's okay.
Okay. See, it's Zach approved. So
My stamp of approval.
that's all I need. 9.5 out of 10. Highly recommend you go see this movie in theaters. Who wants to follow that up?
I'll let Andrew.
Okay. Yes, this was a very fun, enjoyable film. I don't think it was a great film. However, I still had a lot of fun watching it. Um,
It's your
I definitely
Jason
have more
Statham movie.
complaints. Yeah, no, I think it was definitely a fun movie. This fits into the category of John Wick,
His
just
well, it's a Jason Statham staple movie, in my opinion.
Yeah,
yeah, just John Wick, super soldier that not really super soldier, but like elite soldier that no one can compare to. One of my problems I have with this movie is that the beekeeper was just unstoppable and not in the way that John Wick is, where it's like he eventually wins. But this man didn't struggle one bit, except
I
for maybe one fight.
yeah, I was about to
That's
say
and that's not like a massive complaint. It's just very unrealistic, and it got to some, and it became so fantastical where there's points where I was like, okay, come on now. And then the other main complaint I had was that the main female was so annoying. I hated every second she was on screen. Both the writing for her character and the way she portrayed it were so annoying.
I
But the
hated her.
only
Yeah,
bright side was that her sidekick was absolutely hilarious.
I hated her at the beginning. I understand where you're coming from because I hated her at the beginning, but I found her character development getting better.
Her development was fine. It was the fact
Yeah,
that her mom died in the first 5 minutes and then she didn't act like it happened the day after. But overall, it was fun. It was a good movie. The action and the fight sequences are better done and more imaginative and creative and different from each other than like the John Wick movies were. I wish they had delved into more of like the specific details about the Beekeeper program. Um, and even though this is definitely just a one-off fun movie, man, it was so interesting, and I wanted to see more about it, see more about the universe. Why was there only just one
The
Beekeeper?
background.
Yeah. Um,
I
give me a
mean,
Beekeeper
there's
spin-off series, please.
well, it seemed like there were other beekeepers
I mean, there's
in the
always
field.
more beekeepers. You can't just have one beekeeper. How else are
I
we
thought it
gonna
was
get
just
all the
one, and then
honey?
they retire, and then I couldn't tell. That's the thing.
Well,
I couldn't tell because
they left it very vague, and I think for a reason because you didn't know because they wanted you to understand that this guy was a threat, but you didn't want to know how big of a threat this guy could be and how many more of them there were. So I don't know if that was them like trying to play the cards
Yes,
and
but it boils down to one of those things of just what if there is more in just watching two go head to head?
yeah. Well, I mean, they kind of did that with at the gas station. Granted, I think that person was very highly either unqualified or relied too much on their
weaponry.
gadgetry instead of their smarts and just raw skill. And I think that's what ended up doing her in, which was actually smart on the writing side and also kind of made some sense because women not as strong as men, so it kind of made some sense on that front. And I think they played it off well, despite that she got her butt whooped relatively quickly. But that's kind of how that would need to go. I would think with two beekeepers going at it, they would know to take each other out relatively quickly
Yeah.
because of how big of a
Oh,
threat
that's
they
fair.
could be in the long run. So it
Yeah.
made
Oh,
sense.
that's fair. But it's one of those
I
things of like
overall
thought processes.
overall I did really enjoy this film. Just the things keeping me from giving it a high rating were like the technical things. But yeah, overall I was giving it, I think I gave it like a 6.5. I think I would rate it what was the other Jason Statham movie that we watched a while ago?
Shoot, shoot,
Not
shoot,
his
shoot.
early one, but it was like a bank heist.
Oh, oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm not gonna remember the name of it.
I
I can
don't
look it
remember
up.
the name.
I can look it up.
Wrath of Man, I think was what it was.
I was about to say the one where his son gets killed.
Yeah, yeah, Wrath of Man.
Yeah,
Wrath
Wrath
of
of Man.
Man.
Yep.
That's got to be
Yeah.
it. That one I think had just like a more coherent, like put together writing, even though this one was
Yeah.
more fun and enjoyable.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
On that, I would disagree, but I don't hate you for it. So it's understandable.
Like just because I enjoy it doesn't mean it's a great film. And just because it's a great film doesn't mean I enjoy it.
I
Unbelievable.
I enjoy it. And I think it's a great film.
Well, I haven't seen the movie yet, so thanks for introducing it to me so well. I'm just kidding.
We're not talking about the B movies, Zach. We're talking about the Beekeeper.
Both great actors, great cast.
True.
I did watch that movie though. I watched that movie and then I watched The Beekeeper because I it just felt right.
Why would you want to torture yourself that way?
The B movie is a great movie.
I have no words. Honestly, it to me, yeah, 100% felt like a Jason Statham movie. Um, I got what I expected from the trailer. I enjoyed the action scenes. It did remind me of John Wick, just a bit more extreme, but I was not disappointed with this movie. I think it gave us pretty much everything that we were expecting. So yeah, I would have to give this probably a 8 out of 10.
In that case, I think Josh Hutcherson did a phenomenal job as the villain. Like he played a really good villain.
Yeah, I thought he was good. I thought Jeremy Irons was good. I thought oh, what's the guy? The guy who was the hired guy that had the prosthetic leg. I thought he was
He was
phenomenal.
good.
He was very good.
I
And
had to I had to rewind and watch the part where he got shot in slow motion to make sure they didn't do like a cop out.
I don't think they did.
They didn't
So I
because they
thought
shot him in the head and then he was just standing there like, ow, that hurt. And I was like, hold on.
well, yeah, but it looked like it
Let's
just
watch the
went through his
playback.
mouth, like through his
Yeah, I
jaw,
know. So
and just
I
kind of went,
I wanted to see if they did that, and they did.
yeah. And that guy, if it wasn't for him being having a prosthetic, he probably would have won because he was the only one that had a weapon in that fight.
Yep.
So it wasn't until he realized that he had a prosthetic that he used that against him.
I think my favorite
So
part of the film overall was just when he was like, "You're just a man," and he was like, "I know." That was my favorite single moment in the film. I think I like the Beekeeper more than I like the character of John Wick.
Honestly, I'm more excited. Somewhat off topic, but still in like Keanu Reeves, the anime that they're doing for him.
really, what?
Yeah, yeah, they're doing an anime for him as like kind of like a John Wick,
That'd have been
and
funny
he's
if.
voice acting it.
But back to your thoughts, Zach, on this movie.
Oh no, I pretty much wrapped up what I was saying. It was just I got what I expected from this movie. Very good. It's a good, enjoyable classic action movie.
Would definitely watch again. So
Yeah.
we also need to start counting because this is another one where Andrew ranked the lowest.
Hey, look,
I
we
like
can
to
start
think that I
counting.
rank objectively based on the quality of the film and not my enjoyment of it.
Hey, look, I was about to say we need to start counting on pace and rating something like a 9.
Enjoyment, I would put it at like a
It,
solid 8.
Like I see where your problems lie, Andrew,
yeah,
and I do agree. But as a one and done movie, I mean, I understand you can't get all the answers.
Oh no, I mean that's not even my issues with it. It's just
Well, yeah,
the issues with the character and
yeah. Well,
the female lead. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
I was not excited anytime she was on screen.
I
that's
didn't
fair.
hate her as
I
much as you
understand.
did. I don't know. I don't know why. Usually, I
There were
don't. I
there
don't know
were a lot
why
of
I didn't.
moments where I disliked that character.
I disliked her a lot in the beginning, but more towards the end, I didn't care. I didn't dislike her as
It was
much.
it was one of those things of I didn't care enough that she was on the screen. Like it didn't matter to me.
Yeah,
Like she had no pivotal role in my life for this movie.
yeah,
She just existed. That's the only thing I disliked about it, really.
I
yeah.
think overall this movie had one more of my like just enjoyable action scenes that I've seen in a very long time though.
Yep. Yeah. It felt like a good like John Wick 1
Yeah. When you're like
action sequence.
reacting to like a movie like
Yeah.
it's good.
I'm gonna have to definitely rewatch this again sometime soon.
Thank you for watching Galactic Reviews. Join us next week as we watch Argyle. I'm kidding. We're going to watch Lisa Frankenstein. It's the directorial debut of Robin Williams' daughter.